Kumusta ka? Namaste, ciao. I am Pam. I was a former seafarer, and this was me at sea. Yep, I worked in the cruise sector. Now wait. I know what you might be thinking. Oh, you worked on cruise ships. That's the cushy sector of maritime. Well, it might be true in some aspects, but there are shared similarities. Working every day without a day off, with no boundaries in where you live and work, little privacies, and the rough seas that you didn't want to admit that you were. The supervisor demands, the stress and exhaustion, missing your family, and tragedy in many different forms. It was the unexpected that you would never think would happen while at sea and on a passenger ship, such as natural disasters and even, sadly, losing fellow crew members. Another role I have is a wife of a seafarer, a captain. Yes, the solo parent trying to make it work at home with kids while he's at sea and all of the challenges that come with it. Although I have not walked in your specific shoes, I am very aware the shoes you walk in can be hard, either on board or at home. It's the sacrifices you make, not only to support yourself, but your families, communities, and friends. I am also in the mental health and well-being profession, specifically for maritime. I sailed for 14 years before I studied mental health and well-being, but from a different lens, you, the seafarer. During my time at sea, I noticed my team became more and more tired, and this interested me as to how to make it better. I experimented with many small interventions and saw big improvements. So I left the sea for graduate school to study behavior in the workplace and how to make things better in maritime. Then I returned to ships doing just that. You might ask, well, why do you do this now? You left the sea. And that's right, I did. But now I am your e-coach for mental health and well-being to make it better for you because I was you. We can make it better with real and relatable approaches. Together, we will explore well-being tools tailored to the life at sea. They're backed by research, powered by experience, and driven by passion. And for this webinar, I am your e-coach, the helping hands to your well-being. So, what to expect? Everyone loves a good story. So we're going to start off with one that you might be familiar with. And throughout the webinar, you will learn some pretty cool things. I call these takeaways. It's the same story throughout, learning takeaways to create the positive ripple effect, reaching outwards to your colleagues on board, friends, and families at home. What I won't be doing is I will not be dictating what to do. I guide you by creating awareness. And with awareness, you become more informed. This helps to make better decisions and better outcomes for you. This is to help you to be successful as an onboard mental health and well-being champion and for your family. We will practice mental health and well-being concepts. Think of it like karaoke. I am the music, but just not the bad singing. It's guidance through fun that's real and relatable. And at the end, we invite you to share your webinar experiences. What is your slogan that you learned from this webinar? It could be, I thought like a star, or I checked myself before I wrecked myself. You are the designer, the creator. Use the takeaways to share what really helped you. We all know ship stories, right? The success stories of sending your kids to private school, building your own house, helping a neighbor or family member in your support circle. They could also be stories of not being at home, missing important life events, supporting them, even from afar, and that includes with money. You know the money borrowing stories, and you might have been there yourself. Don't worry, I get it. We won't be going into how to manage money, such as budgets or planning. We are looking at how our feelings and emotions play a role, not only in this situation, but how it affects everyday well-being, emotions and feelings that arise, and how to cope. If you are interested in money management, please refer to the We Care Financial Wellbeing course found on the We Care website. As your ally and e-coach, let's get real, but relatable. Pull up a seat, put up your feet, and let's get ready. It's tough when being asked for money or even asking others for money. To say no, there might be feelings of guilt or shame. It's expected, maybe as a tradition, or just it's always been done. The story of money borrowing or someone asking you to lend money comes with an experience of emotions and feelings, which are two sides of the same coin. Emotions are at the core. These are physical reactions that come from the brain. Feelings are the experience of these reactions of emotion. And oh, the feelings can be really good, like the feeling of helping someone out, being part of the solution. The feelings can also be bad, and this can have negative effects on our well-being, creating the ripple effect of not only our financial stress, but negatively affecting our emotional and physical health, even our work. Saying no to anyone can just be hard. You might feel stuck. You don't want to admit that simply there's just a limit to how much money you have. You don't want to feel vulnerable or weak that you can't provide, right? If you're already supporting so many people and you barely have enough money for yourself, is that positive for your well-being and your family? Is it good for your long-term goals? How to do the right thing for all to manage the feelings in this situation, such as the emotions of guilt, shame, vulnerability, tradition, and pride. And we will look at this story from the lens of emotions and feelings. So, let's start. Let's get our strengths on. These are your superpowers. The ability maybe to be flexible, to change on a moment's notice. You might exercise to give you strength and stamina throughout your day or your contract. Or maybe you have a really supportive family at home. These are all strengths. So, hit the pause button and write down 3 things that are your strengths. Hold on to these, and we're going to apply them in another segment as the story continues. Now let's sail into segment 2 with our strengths. Here we go.